there! The Capricorn new moon on January 12th and 13th marks a time of great change. Now, January 6th through the 8th, Mars, Mercury, and Venus change signs. When a planet changes signs, our consciousness can shift into a new direction. So collectively, we may all be changing our focus into a new path, a new life direction, and be open to the opportunities that are now being presented to us. Change can be disruptive, it can be interruptive. And this can take place both personally and collectively. Now, collectively, we could see a lot of social unrest going on in the world. We could see social uprising. There could be protests that get out of hand because people are demanding attention and change. And Capricorn is the old guard, the status quo, and they are resisting the change. So there's a force for change pushing up against the force that wants to keep things the same. Now, personally, the Capricorn new moon is coupled with Pluto. Pluto is about power and transformation. Pluto is about your personal power, how you own your power, how you use your power, or how you may give your power away. It's very important to take responsibility and work with those in authority in a way that is constructive. We want creative evolution and not destructive revolution in the area of what we can control. Now, we can't control the social upheaval or the protests that are taking place in the world. Our power is in how we take care of ourselves, the choices we're making, and where we're putting our focus and energy. This is a new moon, and new moons are the most excellent time to set your intention for what you want to bring in, create, and manifest in the next 30-day cycle. And because it's the first new moon of the year, what you want to manifest in 2021. When you focus on your goals and you focus on what you want to create, that's where your power is. And Pluto is reminding you of that, to own your power, to not get caught up in other people's drama or what's going on in the world, but affect change where you can. Watch out for power struggles as well, because Pluto can be, getting into a power struggle with, say, someone in authority, or a power struggle with the government, or an institution, or with yourself. And that's where we want to step back and be patient with the process. Now, patience is not my forte. It's been a challenge my entire life to be patient. I have resisted it, and I find that when I'm impatient, that's when I really step in it. So be aware, these are very powerful energies. You have the sun coupled with the moon exact at 23 degrees, 13 minutes Capricorn, sitting next to Pluto at 24 degrees Capricorn. And then you have Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, and Pallas Athena, the asteroid, all in Aquarius. So we have a tremendous amount of activity here starting in January. And we want to be aware of where our energy is going, where our focus is going. Now, when Pluto's around, it can bring up envy or projection, because Neptune is sextile opportunity, the new moon. Neptune is sextile the sun and the moon in Capricorn, Neptune in Pisces. So on the one hand, it can give us great compassion and empathy. On the other hand, we want to be aware of the delusions of projection that we can be, say, projecting onto someone else, that, oh, they're better than me, or they have more than me, or they can do more than me. I could never be that. That's an illusion. That's not reality. That is the ego, who's always wanting to keep us safe and resist change, perhaps holding you back from owning that power and claiming that power of, if they can do it, I can do it too. If I apply myself and I focus on my strength and I focus on what I can do and what I have control over, I can make things happen. Now, the good news is Saturn helps us with reality. He's coupled with Jupiter in Aquarius, which is about justice, freedom, truth, fairness, equality, liberation. So if we take a detached approach to these winds of change that are blowing incredibly powerfully here in January, and ride the roller coaster, we can have days where we're feeling really up, and then we can have days where we're feeling down, or the curveballs are being thrown in around here, and you got to ride the wave. When you ride the wave and you stay focused, stay present, practice breathing and being centered and being calm, then the Aquarian freedom, truth, and liberation can set us free. So Saturn is the ruler of the Capricorn new moon. Saturn is in Aquarius. He is sextile, opportunity, Chiron in Aries. This is a breath of fresh air coming into your life. And the strength of being grounded, focused, and healing yourself, healing your heart, healing your body, healing your mind. Now, this is such a busy month. There's so much happening. Because with Mars in Taurus now, he's going to be moving forward, and he's exactly square Saturn, challenge, at this new moon. Then he's going to couple exact with Uranus, and that will happen on the 20th. And so this is a very powerful time, and it can get explosive at times, or disruptive, or interruptive. But at the same time, it can be very exciting because new things will be offered to you. With Neptune sextile the new moon, there can be a plethora of opportunities coming your way that can seem to come out of the blue or where you least expect it. They are indeed new opportunities. And so this is a rapid time of growth. And it can make your life very busy and exciting, bringing a fresh energy in here, a breath of fresh air. At the same time, it can feel a bit scary because you're stepping into something new. You're stepping into the unknown. That's why it's extremely important to stay present and not to project ourselves too far out into the future. There's a lot happening here with groups. So new groups will be forming. You may be invited into a new group. You may be invited into a new team or to team up with other people. And that's exciting. So Saturn is the ruler of the new moon. Saturn is in Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the awakener. It is the planet of unpredictability. He's in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus in Capricorn. So she's very businesslike here in January. And she's asking you, what is it that you love and value? Not what you loved and valued last year or 6 months ago, but who are you now in the new year? And what is it that you love and value now? And this is something that you're going to be thinking about here in January and going forward in the new year. Because when we look at the new moon, it's ruled by, the new moon is in Capricorn. It's ruled by Saturn. Well, Saturn's in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So the planets are always in relationship with each other. There's always something going on. So it's like we have these different groups here. We have the Capricorn group. We have the Aquarius group. We have the Taurus group. We have Neptune and Chiron talking with the groups. And we are in a place of setting our intention for what we want to build in this new year. Saturn represents plans. Saturn is a man with a plan. So he's saying, hey, what's your plan? Uranus is saying, is your plans true to your authentic self and your creative self-expression? Is it really liberating you and bringing you to where you want to be? And then Venus is saying, is it what you really value? Is it part of your core values? Is it what you love and appreciate? And we want to be looking at the opportunities that are being presented, because there is a very big push in here to take action in January, to take action now. This isn't an energy to sit around and contemplate and meditate. This is an energy that is pushing us out there and moving us forward in very rapid growth. And that's where we want to catch our breath and step back and go, okay, wait a minute, because Jupiter is always expanding everything. And Jupiter's in here, hey, let's do more, let's be more, let's have more. But we don't want to hurry. And if we don't know exactly where we're going, we want to take it step by step so that we're doing our homework, we're doing our research, we're looking at things, and we're going to be making good choices here going forward in January, February, March. So this is an ongoing theme happening this year with taking care of yourself, taking care of what you need, what you have control over, as well as the social issues that are going on in the world. Because the big theme in astrology for 2021 is Saturn and Pluto making what we call a waning square. So Saturn and Pluto are going to be challenging each other this year, and Saturn represents resistance to change. Uranus represents those that want change, and so powerful forces for change, the new guard, meeting with powerful forces of resistance, the old guard. Now this doesn't go exact until February, but they are talking to each other right here now in January. They're only at 3-degree separation. Then in February it goes exact, then it'll go exact again in June, and then December of 2021. This is nowhere near as challenging as last year. That's the good news. And when we get to March, when we get to the Aries ingress, the spring equinox, the energies really begin to harmonize. And that isn't something we saw at all in 2020. In fact, when I was preparing the astrology for 2020, I got sick. I was so depressed with what I was seeing in November, because that's when I do the year ahead. And I was just like, oh my gosh, 2020 is just, miserable. And how do you find anything positive to say about it? This year is totally different. Now, yes, we're here in January and February. It's going to be rocky because Mars is now in Taurus and he's activating Uranus and Saturn, and that can create upheaval, that can create disruption. But he moves very quickly, and he doesn't retrograde at all in 2021. And he just keeps going. And, once he gets past Uranus and Saturn, and he will by the end of the month, by the 21st of January, and he keeps moving forward, then we'll begin to see things be easier with the planets and an easier energy to work with. But right now, we have to work with what's happening here. So, yes, we're bringing in the age of Aquarius. Yes, we're bringing in this new age. However, we didn't think on winter solstice, the 21st, that we would just wake up and be singing, Kumbala and rainbows and butterflies would just, be the way it is. No, it's not going to happen that way, because those that are in power, they may not want to give up power, but those that are demanding change, they're not going away. So they're going to be, times of disruption and interruption happening with the energies, and we need to navigate this and stay focused on where we have power, and that's in our own personal choices and where we decide to focus our energy. And you don't want to allow this energy to push you. You want to take it one day at a time. Stay focused on your goals. With Neptune sextile the new moon, there will be an abundance of new opportunities that can come your way, whether it's in work or your personal life, new friends, new companions, and your spiritual path and growth. They will be presented to you here in January. Yes, Mars, who wants to just make things happen, is being challenged by Saturn, which can be roadblocks that we need to move or go around to achieve our goals. And that's where we want to be patient and watch out for impatience or rushing into something or pushing against something. Because there can be, chaos and where it works against us. So it's not about pushing up against the powers that be or the status quo. It's not about pushing or resisting what's happening. It's about working with it. Because when Saturn throws up a roadblock, it's because we are not sure where we're going. We just want to move because Jupiter is involved, and Jupiter is about taking action, making things happen, expansion. Yet Saturn is saying, take your time. Look at what you're doing. Don't be in a hurry. And that's where the challenge can be, because if you're finding yourself being pushed or others are pushing you, that's where you do want to step back and take a look at where you're going. And is it true for you? Because where you're going, is it really your true values? Is it really true for you now? That is the big question. Focus on what you love and value. Venus is trine both Mars and Uranus. That's the way out from this disruptive or energy that you feel like you're being pushed. You definitely want to watch out for anybody running over your boundaries too. Because this type of energy, there's so much activity that people could be, rushing over your boundaries, getting in your space, and you want to make sure that you're setting your boundaries and you're not tolerating other people pushing their agenda on you or pushing their wishes and desires on you, or whatever going on with them, pulling you into it. And the way out is through this beautiful trine with Venus to Mars and Uranus, which can be new opportunity for love, prosperity, creative change. Your power is in how you take care of yourself, the choices you're making, and not getting pulled into other people's stuff or what's happening on the world scene. Because this is your time to set your intention for what you want to create in 2021. That's the power of January and February. And yes, it's going to be a rocky road here, but something we haven't seen in such a long time. Spring brings hope and optimism about the future, about your prospects. And right now, they can be seedlings at this new moon. So they're coming in as a seed, as a small plant that is being presented to you here in January at the Capricorn new moon. And as the months move forward, you will begin to see that, this is a great opportunity for me, or this is a wonderful companion for me, or a wonderful relationship for me, or a wonderful new group to belong to that is supporting me and fun for me and bringing new prosperity my way. And we could see a lot of conversations going on, people being very social here at the Capricorn new moon in January, going into February. You could be connecting with other people or reconnecting with people. I see large groups coming together. I see multiple conversations going on. I see multitasking going on. I'm seeing busy and exciting and fresh and very stimulating conversations happening, both personally and collectively with groups of people. So it's like the universe is stepping in and saying, hey, you guys, team up, get together. United is your power, is your strength. What you can do together is so much more than what you can do independently. Not to say you won't be doing things independently, but this is a very social energy, a time of connection and reconnection. And that's exciting. And it is bringing new opportunities, fresh opportunities. And we want to be open to this new energy, this opportunity for a new life path direction, new career, going to the next level in what you're doing, allowing for the creative change to take place in your life, and not be attached to outcome. I think that's another thing too for us, is we don't want to judge anything like, oh, it's so disruptive, That's okay. All right, there's a reason for the disruption, because the new energies are working to anchor us in the Aquarian age. And there's going to be the old energies that don't want to let go. So let's let it play itself out. Meanwhile, I'm going to focus on what I can do, and that's take care of me and the choices I'm making and the direction I'm going in. And when you do that, you own your power, you feel powerful, and you don't feel like you're giving your power away to what's going on in the collective. And I think that is the opportunity here at this amazing Capricorn new moon and Aquarian energy that's taking hold and is only going to get stronger as the moon moves into Aquarius and then the new moon in Aquarius in February. It's time for change, but it's exciting. It's a breath of fresh air. And we just want to be open to what the universe is offering, what God, Goddess, Creator is bringing into your life at this time as your divine destiny. The hand of God moves us forward. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. You are rockin' awesome. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! I'm so excited to bring to you my new prosperity program. This is a one-day live event on Sacred Saturday, January 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, where you'll learn how to maximize your potential and prosperity in the new year. You'll get specific training on how to manifest your wishes and desires. I will help you with the techniques and methods you need for you to achieve your goals, and I'll be answering all of your questions live. I'll be sharing with you my greatest secrets for building abundance. We're on this journey together, so join me for this one-time special event on January 23rd, Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Click the link below in the Show More section, and I'll see you there.